Today I'm sharing a recipe for what I like to call ridiculous brownies. These are perfect for any type of celebration, especially this upcoming weekend with 4th of July. These are definitely a crowd pleaser. These brownies have 3 layers, the first being a chocolate chip cookie. So let's get into the ingredients. Unsalted butter, granulated sugar, brown sugar, egg, vanilla, baking soda, salt, chocolate chips of course, and flour. I'm going to be using a hand mixer today to help me mix all this together, and let's get started. You want to start by combining your flour, your baking soda, and your salt, and instead of dirtying another utensil, I just use one of my mixers from my hand mixer, and I just use it like a whisk. So we'll set that to the side. Now you want to get a big bowl, and we're going to combine the rest of our ingredients. You want to melt your stick of butter in the microwave, add your brown sugar, and also your granulated sugar. And then we're going to combine these with the hand mixer until they are fully incorporated and nice and creamy. Next up, we're going to add our vanilla extract and our egg, and we're going to go ahead and combine these two. Now it's time to add our dry ingredients, so the flour and the baking soda and the salt go right in. You want to mix this until it is completely combined, and you can absolutely make this without a hand mixer or a stand mixer. You can just use a bowl and a spoon, and that works just as well. Once all of my ingredients are combined, I go ahead and add semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then you want to use either a spatula or a spoon to combine this. So you want to push them into the dough. The dough is pretty thick, and you just want to combine these. So that is it for the cookie dough. So for the first step of these 3-layer brownies, you want to have a parchment lined 13 by 9 baking dish. You're gonna pour your cookie dough right in, get all those last little bits out of your bowl, and then you can either use clean hands, or I was just using a rubber spatula to kind of press it out into the corners. The parchment paper is really important because, as you're going to see at the end, it will help you lift out all of the brownies so easily once they're baked. Once the cookie dough is all spread out into an even layer, we're going to add the middle layer. Yes, double stuffed Oreos. You can use any kind of Oreos that you want. You can use regular Oreos, you can use birthday cake. There's so many different flavors. Let me know in the comments below, are you an original? Do you like original Oreos, or do you like to go for one of the new fun flavors? I'm definitely an original. I like just the plain old Oreos. So you're gonna put these in an even layer, and the recipe called for 24. I only put 19, but just fit as many as you think looks good. We're gonna pop this in the refrigerator while we make the brownie batter. So here are the ingredients for the brownies, and these brownies are so good. You're going to need unsweetened baking chocolate, more butter, eggs, vanilla, salt, unsweetened cocoa powder, flour, and granulated sugar. Again, in a large mixing bowl, we're going to add our unsweetened baking chocolate, which is roughly chopped, and our unsalted butter, and then pop this in the microwave for 30-second increments until it's completely melted. Next, you're going to get your mixer or your spoon, whatever you want to use, and you're going to add your 3 eggs. And like I mentioned before, I will have the entire recipe linked below in the description box. The recipe I have linked below is from crazyforcrust.com, and I renamed these brownies. I'm not a fan of the quote-unquote official name or what you see all over Pinterest. These are known as slutty brownies. I like to call them ridiculous brownies. You can call them whatever you want. Next, we're going to add in our vanilla extract, combine that really well. Then we're going to add in our unsweetened cocoa powder. I really like to use Hershey, that's just my favorite, and then our granulated sugar. Then you're gonna combine these two. And this is when it really starts to smell like chocolate brownies in your kitchen. Next, you're gonna add your salt. Give that a quick mix. And last, we're going to add our flour. These brownies are really easy to put together, and if you wanted to make just a regular homemade brownie recipe, these are also super delicious on their own. There's something so satisfying about mixing up ingredients with a hand mixer, in my opinion. So you want to make sure you get all the flour along the edges. Make sure it's combined, but you also don't want to overmix this. So as soon as your ingredients come together, stop mixing. Now it's time to set our brownie batter to the side, and we're going to get our pan out of the refrigerator. So we have our cookie batter, our Oreos, and now we're going to pour over our brownie batter. Look at how decadent that looks. I was making these brownies really late at night to try to get this up for you guys before 4th of July. Our entire house smelled like chocolate chip cookies and brownies. It was so good, but it was so late that we actually did not try these. We waited until the next day. So you just want to spread out your brownie batter. It's a pretty easy batter to work with, so it kind of spreads out on its own. Smooth it out, and then just for fun, and because 4th of July is this weekend, I got these fun sprinkles from the grocery store, and I just added a layer of those right on top. Another fun idea, if you want to make these even more ridiculous, would be the red, white, and blue M&Ms. Then you want to pop these in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes until they are set in the middle. And this is what they look like. Shiny on top, they smell amazing, And once they cool, you can pull on the parchment paper and they come right out. I put them right on a cutting board, leave them on the parchment paper, and using a sharp knife, I just cut them into pieces. And if you cut into the Oreos, it makes the brownies look so much more fun. So don't worry about cutting around them. Wait until you see the reveal of what these look like. Not only do these smell amazing, but they look amazing. The sprinkles are really fun. The chocolate chip cookie on the bottom is super soft. Then there's the Oreo, and then there's the fudgy brownie. These are perfect for a cookout or if you're just celebrating at home, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos. Happy 4th!